everyone ambaye alipatana na kifo kwa njia ile is regrettable, na I send my hearty condolences to the families of all the bereaved. Secondly, the Constitution of Kenya allows for expression through demonstrations, presentation of memoranda, and I think that is something which the founders of this country fought hard for.
Fagilia TV wanafagia news zote, wanakuletea vitu moto moto. Subscribe to Fagilia TV.
Mheshimiwa, jambo. Mimi ni comrade wa Asema mheshimiwa. Mimi niko fine.
Lakini bado you have the PS na the honorable way ni mheshimiwa.
I'm comfortable to refer to our comrade.
Mheshimiwa, tumeona ukihusika kwenye miradi ya vijana. Mradi wa Nyota umeweza kufikia wapi mpaka sasa?
Mradi wa Nyota ni mradi uko sawa. Nafikiri mmesikia pia several locations president pia akizungumzia. Ni project nzuri sana, especially targeting youth ambao hawakuenda beyond form 4. It has two major components. First component is business support. The second one is enhancing employability. So for business support, I think the youth applied and the deadline was 15th of May. We have enough data from every ward in Kenya ambao tunafanya screening ili tupate 100,000 out of that ambao will be given a grant of 5 billion, which is 50,000 to every youth of the entire 100,000 group, which is 70 youth drawn from every ward in Kenya. So that is the business support. Data is with one of our implementing partners, and MSEA. It's an agency. So last week, just on Monday, we rolled out now the second component on enhancing employability, which youths are currently applying. Apply inaitwa RPL, recognition of prior learning, like I've said in the CSS speech. Here we are targeting 20,000 youth nationally, which is approximately 14 youths in every ward in Kenya. What you want to do with this is, you realize as you walk around the streets in every place in Kenya, you see many talented, skilled young men and women. They are doing a lot of things, but given an opportunity of a job chance, they cannot apply because while they have a skill, they don't have the qualification. And you see now our education system is that if you know a lot of craft so much, lazima onyeshe paper kwamba ulisomea kitu. So that's why Nyota project under the recognition of prior learning program wants to do a deliberate platform where these young people who are skilled will get an opportunity to be assessed by NITA so that they can get certification, so that the skill which has otherwise been acquired, through the informal education now can be formalized through a government recognized certification through the National Industrial Training Authority. So that is up for application. Young people are applying and we encourage them to apply through the Star 254 platform. Ukibofya Star 254 platform utaletea mambo ya Hustler Fund, Women Fund na Nyota number 3. Sasa hiyo Nyota ndio tunayozungumzia sasa, the recognition of prior learning. The next one ambayo tuta roll out very soon ni hiyo ya on job experience through skill development, where we'll be targeting 90,000 young people in Kenya, which is 62 youth in every room. So for this, they will be taken, put under employer organization for some training on skills for a period of 6 months, during which they will be paid some stipend for every month, at least kitu ya kuwafanya wa save kitu kidogo ya NSSF na kitu kidogo ya kuwa facilitate. After 6 months, as a State Department, we have announced applications. We have announced chances consultancy services for people who will come and place these youth under employment. So after the 6 months training of these young people, so these consultants will come and place them in employment opportunities. Vijana ndio wengi zaidi. So kama NYS watavuta upande mwingine, sisi tujipange na kwingine. Housing wako na hiyo inaitwa Climate Works, bado targeting 110,000 youths nationally. Hakuna makosa, kwa sababu we have a bigger population which we need to handle and make sure that we make good use of their skills. So, and secondly, in government, there is something called whole of government approach. There is no problem if the goal is empowering the young people. There's no problem when it is done by the State Department for Agriculture or the State Department for Public Service, where NIS is under, or ourselves as the coordinating State Department. What we are doing as the State Department for Youth Affairs and Creative Economy is we have come out strongly to put ourselves as the uncasted department for the youth agenda across government and even in the society. That's why I said, and we are organizing, we have a ready concept paper now to do a high-level multi-stakeholder engagement for all the organizations, multinationals, which are in Kenya and dealing in youth-related activities across different counties in Kenya, so that it is easy to coordinate them. Because, for example, Nairobi County here, we might have more than 1,000 CSOs. It's very possible, because I'm giving the example of Kilifi County alone, which is a rural county and has 200 CSOs. I'm imagining that Nairobi might even have about 1,000. So these CSOs, CBOs, non-governmental organizations, they are all dealing with youths in different platforms. But now, because there has never been a platform where it is easy for the government and them to partner, sometimes we feel like there is a detachment. That's why we want to hear them, to see how best we can be able to support them so that they support our youths. I think that's the broader goal in whole of society and government approach. That's what I'm saying.
Asante mheshimiwa, labda swali la mwisho ambalo ningetaka kukuuliza, kuna maandamano ambayo yaliweza kufanyika siku ya Jumatano. Kuna maoni yapi kuhusiana na jambo hili, kwa sababu kuliweza kutokea uharibifu wa mali?
Everyone ambaye alipatana na kifo kwa njia ile is regrettable, na I send my hearty condolences to the families of all the bereaved. Secondly, the Constitution of Kenya allows for expression through demonstrations, presentation of memoranda, and I think that is something which the founders of this country fought hard for. So from where I sit on the side of the Constitution. I don't think kama kuna makosa ya vijana kujieleza. I think the only issue now where I have now chosen to at least request our young people is I know damu yetu sisi iko mbio sana, kwa sababu idea zetu ziko faster sana, na ikikosa platform ya kuwa implemented haraka, maybe our patience grows weary or thinner day by day. But I think over and above all the constitutional leeway to express ourselves, the only thing I would request all the young people of Kenya is we have come from far as a country, historically speaking, and we definitely have the conscience as young people enough to push this country even further ahead of us. I think the only thing I would request is even at the heart of the divergency in our opinions, in our ideas, in our ideologies, our fidelity to the preservation of our republic, our fidelity to the preservation and advancement of Kenya, I think should be unshaken and constant. And this, I think, should be a dream for every young person in Kenya, because you realize this. I might have the best of ideas in this world. You might have the best of the ideas in this world. But the basic denominator for the application of this idea, for us to actually clap for you in the area of how well your idea is, at least the common denominator is the presence of our republic. We need the country for us to plant our ideas. As we do everything, let's at least have the common dream of preserving our republic. Thank you.
Thank you, Mheshimiwa.